Welcome. Today we're going to talk about firing clients. I know a lot of people come to me. I teach a course called the Client Capture Course, how to capture clients, but today I'm going to talk about the exact opposite. Sometimes we have to fire clients, and they're bad clients, right? The ones that we shouldn't be working with. There's so many people, even when I started out, you just go and you take on any client you can for revenue, right? You want the money, so you take on the client. Well, I'm here to tell you today that was a downfall in my business. And the moment that I realized that if I get rid of my bad clients, it actually gives me space for good clients. In fact, I say that a bad client could take 2 to 3 more times the energy of your good clients. It is like a cancer in your business. I had one client, and it was actually a pretty big client. It was a multi-six-figure client of mine, and we were working with them on the West Coast, the West Coast of the United States, and we were doing amazing. And then we expanded to the whole United States for all their franchises, and then we started having a lack of results in different areas. So then I went and investigated, and I said, okay, hey, what's going on in these different spots? And what I found was a complete lack of training. We were just lucky that on the West Coast, we had people that knew what they were doing in the industry that it was. I'm not going to name the company. But then on the other areas, they had people with a lack of education, and they did not know, a lack of education in the industry, and they didn't know what to do. And so I found this, and I said, hey, we need to take some of the advertising budget, we need to put it into training. And the client actually refused to do it. They didn't take action with it. And I ended up firing the client over all of the headache with it, because they had franchises getting really mad that they weren't getting the results that they wanted. Well, once I did that, it was a big deal, right? A multi-six-figure project. You think you want to keep on to that? But it opened up my business to get the right client. We were spending so much time. My employees were even fed up with it. They were tired because all these disgruntled franchise owners were calling our office, hey, what's going on? Because they weren't getting the results from the marketing, because when we got the people in the door, they weren't making it happen. For you, it's the same thing. It might not just be that someone's not listening to the coaching or the direction. It might just be that they're really hard to work with. Have you ever had any clients where you're like, oh, they're calling me, and you don't want to talk to them? That's a big sign that you shouldn't be doing that. I've had clients that I've coached where they were working with people that took them out for like 2 hours. They were so upset by working with the person that they actually had to take time away. They had to leave the office or go do something else and then come back to work. Look at all that lost time. Now I want to look at the other side of it. What happens when you have a wow client? That's what I like to call them, a perfect client. One where your heart is beating and you're happy and you're leaving with so much passion, and you know your client's heart is beating and they're leaving with so much more passion. That's what you need to focus on. Who are those clients? Start questioning yourself. Look for those wow clients. Fire those clients, the ones who are like, they're calling me. I mean, even if you ever got up and you looked at your calendar and you saw a client you didn't want to work with and it ruins your whole day, that affects your wow clients. Because then let's say you had to meet with the wow client and the client, you're not even showing up for your wow client the way that you could. I can't tell you enough about this. I mean, this is huge. Here's what I want you to look at. If you really want more wow clients, those perfect clients that are amazing for you, you literally got to draw the line. Now, I'm not saying go fire all your clients if all of them are bad. You've got to wean yourself off, but don't take on any more like that. Ask yourself, if this is not a perfect client, if this is not going to be a wow client, don't take them on. Focus on the wow clients and you'll start getting more. Go look for the ones that excite you, and slowly but surely get rid of the ones that don't. And I promise you, even if you have less clients, those wow clients, they'll even pay more. They'll show up. Think about it. If they're so pumped up to work with you and you're pumped up to work with them, they are the ones that will pay more to work with you. And thereby you can have less clients, fewer clients, happier clients. You have a happier life. And you get rid of that cancer in your business, you will actually accelerate your business. So for today, right now, it's go find your wow clients, get rid of your clients, literally firing clients. I promise you, if you do it, and you have a horrible client right now that's just really tearing you down, you're going to feel so good. And here's the last thing I'll tell you is that your worst client is someone else's wow client. So don't think about it and take it personally. You might just not connect with that particular type of client. And here's the greatest thing. You could actually, if you find someone to refer them to that actually loves that type of client that you don't, you can actually create a referral program and get a fee from it. So you can literally make money off the clients that you don't want, hand them off, and start earning from that and not have to even deal with them ever again and focus on the ones that you do love. Focus on the clients that you love and it'll change your whole business.